Tuesday Night Baseball. So digging in now, Christopher Harady. Definitely a long ball threat. Currently third in the National League in that category. Ball one. Guys, the Swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10. That's wide, 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-1 now. Ball 3.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base.
Play ball. 3.
Coming to the plate now, Hunter Renfroe, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Turned on down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Digging in now, Christopher Harady. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Renfroe looks up. Into the bleachers and gone.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game.
Christopher Harady will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Swing, high drive, left field and deep, and foul, though it had the home run distance. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Solarte is there, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in now for San Diego, Aaron Alford. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this lead off away from tying this thing up.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping into the box, Christopher Harady. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lofted in the air out toward right center. Germano is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Colorado Rockies get their 20th home win this year. Henry Fuentes wins his 3rd of the season. Now from a rainy Coors Field in. Here's Will Myers trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at 3rd and 2 gone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down. Digging in, Blair Jimenez will swing it from the left side right here. Soft liner to the left side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible.
Ready now, Hunter Renfroe. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 10, Hunter.
Attempt here. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So striding in, Christopher Paradis. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently third in the National League in that category. Ball one. Guys, the Swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've
Yesterday's loss was a tough one, a one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit.
Striding in for the Rockies, Christopher Paradis. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Paradis has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. Strike three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders.
Up next for Colorado, third
From the stretch,
Christopher
popped him up. And that's going to land foul. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Paradis. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. He's right there. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit, one left. Ninth inning coming up. Digging in, Hunter Renfroe. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Down the third baseline. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful. And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The Friars used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and well, the ball should be jumping in this. Tyler Anderson gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats for his whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together.
Hit high and deep out to left field. And that's off the left field wall. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. At the plate, R.D. Cruz. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
R.D. Cruz.
Dive. Paradis. And there are two away now. Next to the plate for the Padres, Hunter Renfroe. He singled his last time up.
Renfroe.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Hernandez is there. And that's the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Christopher Paradis.
Third baseman, Christopher Paradis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Hernandez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner will score from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores. And he's safe.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
First baseman, number 7.
So striding forward now, Logan Morrison, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Suarez is up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Stepping up now, Christopher Paradis. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third base line. Dahl, base runner at first with 1 out. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Number 7.
So stepping in, Logan Morrison. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now that's popped up. Myers is there, 2 down. Digging in once again, Rafael Bermudez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Rafael Bermudez.
Well, obviously not biting on the first 2, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Runner's on his way to third, and he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners in the side. At the plate, Christopher Paradis. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. San Diego jumped in. Friday night baseball from settling in now, Christopher Paradis. He'll begin things here against Matt Harvey.
Hey, we're still in the but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Into the box now, Logan Morrison. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. So he sets him down swinging. Logan Morrison goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Step on the bag for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Striding in once again, Christopher Paradis. He reached on a single in his first try. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And leading off the inning, Christopher Paradis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now. Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. It seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Harvey sets his sights. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. A swinging bunt to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Matt Harvey earns his 8th victory of the season. Summer skies shining. Leading off the inning, Christopher Paradis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Batting 7, first baseman number 7, Logan Morrison.
He's running, and a step off. And he'll be run down between first and second, and a mental mistake that time as he's picked off. Here's Corey Seager, flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Chopped weakly to the left. Paradis ranges. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Into the box, Christopher Paradis. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air out to center field. Huerta moves over. Makes the play, 1 away. Standing in, Christopher Paradis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Ready once again, Logan Morrison. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Throw over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. Paradis is off at first with 2 away. Runners off for second, but he won't have to worry about a throw. Ball 4. First and second now with 2 away. Now at the plate, Tom Murphy. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Runner goes for third. He loses him on ball 4.
Center fielder number 35. Oscar Hernandez.
And the runner's coming home. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A couple of striding in, Christopher Paradis.
Christopher Paradis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. Los Angeles hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. It's a fairly stepping up to the plate, Christopher Paradis. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category. First offering on its way. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Now to the plate, Christopher Paradis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it his toes, and the inning is over. So no. At the plate, Christopher Paradis. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Hard on the ground towards short. Hernandez scoops it up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ready for another chance, Christopher Paradis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Hernandez retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. It's been the kind of game we've come to. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor.
A player receives advice about the refining of his game.
Summer sun is in now for Colorado, Christopher Paradis. And the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Digging in, Christopher Paradis. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Runners on the move for second. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time. Standing in, Christopher Paradis. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. Popped him up. Solarte is there. One pitch, one out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Manuel Margot. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single. In now, Christopher Paradis. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Line drive to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Stepping in, Logan Morrison. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is popped up. There to make the catch is Arenado for the first out. On to first, a double play. Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. A hit in two tries so far.
Hunter Renfroe.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Up next for the Padres, center fielder, Carly Hillside.
And a ground ball to third. And he'll just step on third and the inning is over. Downtown San Diego shining bright as it always does. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Christopher Paradis.
He's set. Here it comes. Bounce it to the left side. York has it. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 7-5 tonight's final. The Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Summer sun is nearly. Stepping in, Nolan Arenado.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Bunt attempt here. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Striding into the box, Christopher Paradis. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in third place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitching.
Now at the plate, Christian Bethancourt, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Grounder down the line at third. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. So here now is the pitcher, R.D. Cruz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Paradis. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. Now at the plate, Jeff MacArthur. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. There's one. On to Morrison, and it's in time. A double play. And digging in for his second at-bat, Christopher Paradis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Drilled to the right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater, 0-2. But, Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Renfroe is there, and the inning is over. Rockies strand. Ready for another shot now. Carlos Asuaje, and their runners at the corners now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This one's down to third. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he's out at the plate. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Eric Reyes is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Blair Jimenez is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Behind 0-2 now. Heading out towards shallow right. Renfroe has a play. 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Will Myers. It was a walk in his last trip. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. On the third baseline. And there's out number 2. Striding in to start the 9th, Christopher Paradis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the 9th with a bang, just the way you want to. From the rejuvenated gap.
Now at the plate, Christopher Paradis. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category. And that misses, ball 1. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey. Here, losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Ground ball to third. Paradis. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Now batting, Christopher Paradis. And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Smoke on the ground left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're one pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit.
And his game of hide and seek ends. Coming to the plate now, Christopher Paradis. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, base hit. Gonzalez is on his way home. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down. Digging in and looking for more, Christopher Paradis is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Paradis has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Renfroe has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Now in the box, A.J. York. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still
5-2 the final today. Colorado hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Time for minor league baseball. Stepping into the box, Tim Baker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 19.
Digging in to try it again, Rodney Barrios. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. Coming to the plate now, Josh Cowan. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now the runner's on his way home. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you.
Digging in now, Tim Baker. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here.
Leading off for Portland.
Stepping into the box, Jimmy Alford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Baker is right there, 1 down. Next will be the
Now batting, third baseman.
So digging in now, Tim Baker, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Evans rounds the corner and is headed home, and he's safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0. Ready now, Tim Baker. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent out to straightaway center field. Law has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time here. 4-2 the final score tonight. Binghamton took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Minor League Baseball is live and on. Digging in, Bryce Baroa, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Bryce Baroa.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. Baker is after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around second now, and they still have it. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself.
So striding in, Tim Baker. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Tim Baker.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Law has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And a relay home. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jimmy Alford. He reached on a single in his first try.
Jimmy Alford.
Lifted in the air to center. Baker has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away. Digging in, Tim Baker.
Center fielder. Tim.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
So coming to the plate, Tomas Nido.
Now batting, catcher, Tomas Nido.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Now a look and a throw back to second. And he'll dive back in safely. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And this is knocked down over there. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. And he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Patrick Hager. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the run is Nimmo. He's there and records the first out. So striding forward now, Tim Baker. He singled his last time up.
Baker.
High in the air into shallow left center. Grantham backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Stepping up now, Jimmy Alford. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away. So stepping in, Tim Baker. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Serrano has a play, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. At the plate, James Law. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. At the plate, Matt Grantham. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Baker on the move. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, talk about definition of...
Settling in now, Tim Baker. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Baker.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a line drive into left field. A base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and they've added another to their late lead here in extra innings.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Kyle Russell claims the win out of the pen, his first.